Hello everyone, Switched here. This is another channel update, and before I got mentioned about things, I had to mention that the reason why I haven't been uploaded at least the posts on my stories or made any new stories on my channel is the reason that I have been sick. With, and before you ask, no, it's not the corona, it's just a common cold. Don't worry. And that is one of the few reasons why I haven't been posted on my channel lately. And another thing is that when I made stories, I had tried to make as many as possible with audio. But when I have been sick lately, I never felt that, never felt the energy for doing that. And that's the same thing for with text and music. You see, when I'm having a this cold or something like that, I can kind of have a little bit hard to focus on to figure out what to make for stories and like that, which is common for me to do though. So nothing had to worry. And like I said, no corona here, just having a common cold. Even though I don't have a fever. And still very much I can still feel the same effects of the cold but without having a fever, which is common for me to happen though. But anyways, I have been planning to make some other stories that I have been planned for quite some time. One to be about grandpa and his wife and their daughter, um, Peer Butter. But here's another update that I have been planned for some time. Since after I made a story about Peer Butter and Bright Neck, I decided to do another couple of stories based on the other main six parents, like Fluttershy, Rainbow, any others. There are, in fact, a lot of potential stories otherwise from them, and at least that one I want to mention. And even want to mention about this, you may have still been wondering when I got to decide to post my Q&A video, which I had already been recorded. I can tell it will be posted on my channel on Halloween, or at least from Friday from my time zone, and will be uploaded around midnight from here. And I will have to mention the video itself got much longer than I expected to be. I had at least expected it to be at least maybe 40 minutes long, but this Q&A video ended up to be 1 hour and 12 minutes. And trust me, it was much longer than I ever could expect it. But I do hope that everyone will at least enjoy the answers that me and my girlfriend Andrea made for you all. And but yeah, that is at least from about that story. There are other few stories that I had in mind to make. And since I did mention that I was going to even focus on to do some reviews about episodes from season 1 and onwards, that is still going to happen. And I'm also going to do some audio reviews about events about um, the short friendship is forever part when we saw Spike and Starlight do together some of the memories in the memory book. I have recorded two of them, but forgot to record the others. Sorry about that. Anyways, I know that there are many other potential stories that haven't even been made yet. And since this freaking cold, I mean, yeah, again, but I just I just want to mention though that I haven't even forgot about your request, but I had to mention once though that people who had asked me stories in the past for the past 4 years or so, some of the stories have been end up in comments or in the um, community uh, part of my channel. I'm sorry if I never had any, if your particular story has never haven't been uploaded yet or never been made. It's simply I most likely have been forgotten about that story, and or never made a or never made a screenshot of that particular story to be in safety just as protection, because I never knew that YouTube was going to redesign some of these functions on channel. So I'm sorry about that. Someone even had asked me to do a love story about Spike and Pinkie Pie. Well, I can actually think about that, and I have really thought maybe to do so. And it just the reason why never happened. At first, never came to my mind at first, but after someone had asked me to do the story, and I thought, why not? I mean, Spike had been paired with most others like Twilight, Rarity, and even Fluttershy, and even Applejack of all. So why not with Pinky? I mean, since if they had been paired with most of his friends, so why not with Pinky? So that story might be happening soon enough, I hope. But I do have tons of other stories that I had in mind to do, and of course, I will try to make up so many stories that you all had asked me. But but I do hope that at least you all respect that since I have this cold again, and that I don't feel like 100% of energy, and I feel tired for most part due to the fact that it's cold. But don't worry, I will try to keep up with the stories that I had in mind and some other people have asked me to do over the years. Even though some of them have been easily being forgotten. Sorry about that though. Once again, sorry. At least I want to make up to that. I will never try to make the stories that I have been planning to do. And I had even some plans to make another stories based from the Halo, based from maybe from Star Wars, but I haven't even really decided from which character with some of the Star Wars characters to be joined with though. At least from that perspective, I really don't know for sure yet. And one someone had asked me even from a previous Q&A, how many videos I have planned for this year, which is impossible to realize or even to get much an answer for, since I don't know exactly how many videos I would do for a whole year. I had made over 1600 videos on my channel for past for over a decade, over 10 years. So give a thought how many videos I do for daily basis. Some of the stories I have been worked on hasn't just been posted. But I just want to inform the reason to everyone what the reason why I hadn't even posted much stories yet on my channel lately, and some of why the reason another reason why those some of the stories have been asked for me for the past 3 to 4 years ago, never have been posted, never been made. Maybe the reason that since I wasn't unaware that YouTube was going to redesign some of these functions on the site itself, so I may have lost some of those requests. And another reason also that I don't read some of the comments from my videos, very previous ones, and also have been posted over the past 5 years. You will have to realize of all the if I have to read all the comments from all the love stories I have made, it is over there is about 500 love stories I have made just based on my MLP. You have to realize that can take some time to get through to read through all of them. And some of the stories may have been asked, maybe not will have never happened. Depends, of course, for what reason, or depends from what between characters they are. But anyways, that is all I want to mention though. And it will not be much work on any stories on this Friday, on October the 30th. The reason is that it is my birthday, and just to make sure that everyone is informed. But I do hope to have this Halloween story to be ready on to be done and uploaded the same during midnight from here. And don't worry, It is not as a very spooky story. At least I wanted to mention that though. And I do hope that I hope to be feeling much better by next week. After all, this is almost a boring time having this cold. Trust me, I really don't like to have a cold at all. At least I want to inform all of you about this, what has been happening lately, and some of the reasons why it hasn't been any much stories on my channel lately, and some of the reasons why I haven't been made some of the stories I have been asked for. At least I want to inform all of you about that. And and I hope that everyone respect and understand the reasons. Anyway, so that's all I want to mention in this video of this update. I do hope that everyone will enjoy the Q&A video on this Halloween and some of the stories that I have made and hoping to make more. And once again, thank you for listening. And subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Diablo over and out.